of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Detroit Lions.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Goff looking to change the play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Rick Flair. Second and goal at the 11-yard line. 17.
Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here's Goff.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. No score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First and 10, it's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now it's Richardson.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Richardson to throw off play action. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Richardson now on second down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long for Richardson. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead here this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Richardson looking to throw this. This one completes Alec Pierce. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 47 yards. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. They'll drop this down to Taylor. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the 50, it's Goff. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 3 yards out. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. It's Brian Branch with it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Goff going to throw it.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Touchdown! Khalif Raymond from 17 yards out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Patterson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Richardson. Flushed out right. Down the sideline he goes. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the option left, Richardson.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
keeping it himself from 10 yards away.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Throwing now, Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Goff on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes.